What's your name first, and what exactly are you doing here? What do you want to show?
It's okay. I show what I show. It's already there.
So you're knitting barbed wire.
Yeah. So it's already there. So I don't feel that I need to show.
To explain what you're doing.
And a lot of people even not react to me by conversation. I see how they sneak, like they look and sneak in, and they get the image. I know that they know, because they look and they don't look, and they look and they don't look. And in a way, it's more important for me than scene or conversation or kind of an artist or museum, because this allow people to dream about it in a way, not to thinking about it almost just with their conscious head. Because I think it's
So you don't want to be too offensive with what you're doing, not offensive but open, so it should make people think about it.
In a way, yes. I try to not answer all the questions, although I think things are very clear.
Yeah. Well, the wire stands for borders, for protection.
Let's do something else. Let's just sit and speak, and it will be more easy.
I've seen you. I've just came along, and it's interesting because you're knitting barbed wire. So what's your thought, your idea behind it? What are you doing this? What do you want to show with it?
For me, I will ask you the opposite. You come and something was stopping you.
Sure.
What was stopping you?
Because you're making something that is so it's very vulnerable. It can make you very vulnerable and kind of make it soft with the knitting.
Yeah.
And it's this opposite that struck me. Caught my attention.
Yeah.
So,
And I think in a lot of the level, this is very symbolic. This is very symbolic. An old man that sit on the street and do crazy things. It's kind of have its own image.
Yeah.
And for me, all this is the thing. It's not meant to be or it's explained. I think it's most of the people understand it because it's in a way it's very simple symbolism. But for me, it's not about for me now in the world, people even afraid to speak about the word peace anymore. Like everybody is like we don't have symbols of peace. We lost it. We lost this kind of almost hope and naivety. Like everything is so, we're afraid of each other, and there is so much and we see how much we have a lot of images and symbols from unhumanity.
Yes.
And a lot of cruelness, and we see how everybody is playing the game of in the way of the weapon company. So in the end, this industry, it's like, and a lot of people feel that they are just cannot do nothing. They just see a lot of images of cruelness, and there is not enough images of hope, and not enough images of peace. And I think those images should be very human. All the war also become to be very, very technological, very, very, we have drones and all this, and I do something very low-tech. For me, this is part of this thing, that it should be like in the way, this is low-tech.
It's controllable, because this is what you can control, the high-tech you can't control.
But for me it's also, but it's also by itself, I think we so admire technology, and we lose contact, and we lose this. And it's not that I'm against technology at all, but we come to a point that, especially now in the wars, what we see is like totally crazy. So people, they will be in Corona and will be in front of screen, and now they can kill people in front of screen. They don't need to be, and it's totally crazy, madness, cruel, whatever I can say about it.
So you're calling for more human interaction, social interaction.
Yeah, and you see, it's make us interact.
That's true. That's
Make us
true.
interact. And you know, even if people not come to speak with me, there is interaction with the image and with the scene.
You said before that you're not from Austria. Do you want to tell where you're from?
Yeah, of course. I born in Israel. I born to two parents that were Holocaust survivor from Romania, and they flee to Israel immediately after the war. Both of them been hurted really in the body, so injured, and I think for me to be a second generation of Holocaust survivor and to see what happened now in Gaza and Ukraine, and it's like for me this is also art therapy to deal with all these news to kind of
How's your feeling towards the government? Maybe
I think you know what is my feeling to the government. Like a lot enough, and there is I think a lot of fears in Israelis that Israel is going to be fall apart from inside. So people are very almost careful, but there is a lot of anger and you know, I think people don't understand that Israel is not democracy in the last 20 years. It's fake democracy. There is almost no journalism. And you know, at least in Iran, you think, oh, there is the government, there is all these ayatollahs, and there is the people, or Assad and Syria. But in Israel, it's very confusing, and it's not the same. But if you look at deeply, it's you see they look, and it's important for them.
Yeah.
And it's do something for them. It's bothers them.
Yeah.
And for me, this is the thing. And
They're smiling.
yeah, of course it's they're smiling, but it's kind of he's doing something
Yes.
for us. So and yes, you know, for me there is. For years I was activist against this government, and I must say I flee in the minute that I can after my mother died. And I'm not very optimistic, but I think this, you know, it's totally madness, and it's totally, especially fake democracy, and people don't understand it. There is no, you know, in a lot of those, we speak about Germany and Nazi Germany. But we don't speak now about, we speak about Israel. We don't speak about Israel and the Bibis. There is no this separation. And it's natural that there is no, but in the same time I think it's take too long time to the free world to understand that the difference between Bibi, Erdogan, Trump, Putin is not so big, and Israel is not democracy. Although it's a demonstration, and although it's
Would you be persecuted if you said that in Israel?
No.
No?
No, but it's I think this is the feeling of fake democracy. Although there is a lot of violence even about against people that say things against the war, we have this illusion because we go to the supermarket and you can buy 20,000 kind of shampoos, and in the same time you can say everything on Facebook, and we can see how much demonstration there are in Israel and in the world. They don't change nothing. And it's amazing, like people are on the street in Israel almost 5 years. Nothing is changed. Like the government go like this. People in all over Europe fighting against the war. Governments are not really listening to them. So yes, you can say everything. We're living in this kind of, and we need to sing it. I think we, as democracies, we lose a lot of tools to really express and to really fight. There is kind of, because if you see the amount of things that are against the war in Gaza, and still all the government are kind of at least in the EU, still supporting Israel, and and I think 80% of the people will not support it. So how come? So what is the supporting? Supporting in the end is you will feel it's okay. So Israel said it's okay, but Putin have a war against you, and we sell you guns and da 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 da. So in the end, in the background, I think there is, I don't know, but I think there is a lot of things about weapon, about what happened now in Gaza is it's totally also laboratory of weapon. Unfortunately, for years it's laboratory for weapon.
Yeah, I think it's the relationship between Europe and Israel is very difficult because of the very
of the
shame
guilt
and the guilt that we still have.
And also you can think about Israel as a okay, we didn't succeed to put the ghetto here in Europe, so we moved it to the Middle East. Now we have to be responsible for this ghetto in the Middle East that we create. I think like a little bit like Israel was taking the ghetto out. So we don't need to deal with the Jew here. They are up there. But then we didn't think about what happened to the Palestinians. And now we see it all. So now it's awful. And we don't know what to do with it.
But it's a conflict that has been ongoing for decades, and there's always this saying that whoever solves this conflict is like should win a Nobel Peace Prize.
You know how much I and a lot of Israelis have a beautiful emotional relationship with Palestinians.
Yeah.
There is no huge conflict. So the conflict is because it's being evaporated by especially Israeli governments through all the years. But I don't think that that in history Jews and Muslims live much better than Jews and Christians. If you check histories
together,
yes,
living in the same territory.
Yeah. So if you check history, in fact, Muslims and Jews not have problem to live together. And we need to say that also not all the Palestinians are Muslim, and not all the Israeli are Jews in the religious terms.
It's true.
So we are,
We're just in the end we're humans.
Yes, and we share a lot of same interest. And I don't say it's about belief, but we live in a religious influenced society. So still, Islam, Judaism, and Christianity influence people wars in the 21st century. That is totally kind of crazy for me and for a lot of people, but it's totally there.
So I think that religion should be a private thing, and then I think we won't have any problems. Less problems.
I will not allow any religions to stay between me and God. Because I think religious disturb your relationship with God, so you should not. This is my slogan.
Yeah, very interesting. I think the same.
Yeah. And you born here?
Actually, in Germany.
And what is your relationship with all this history?
Which history?
German history, Nazi history, all this. We all have relationship with it.
Yeah. I think that like this problem of always giving the guilt question to the next generation is a big problem.
Huge.
And it prevents us from becoming better and going forward and progressing, because it's always like we cannot do this because we're guilty of that. Not even my grandparents have something to do with it. They were not born at that time, So my grandparents lived, but I don't know anyone in my family who has been parents.
Yeah.
Like, because it's 80 years back.
Yeah.
It happened 80 years back, and I don't say that we should forget it. Definitely not. We should remember it, but it shouldn't play a role in our nowadays lives and politics anymore. That's what my stance is on this.
Yeah, for me it should play a role, but not in the role of. It should play a role as really protecting any human rights.
Yes, absolutely.
Any human rights.
Yeah, and not just doing something that has been 80 years back, which is a horrible thing, of course, but we should look at what is happening now and what we can do about it. So, it's a very human approach I try to.
I must say that I have a lot of German friends, but they are really my friends. I never think or see them as, I don't see them really. The only advantage that I have that I can sometimes say a Holocaust joke, and they get a little bit irritated, but this is my way to deal with this. But I have a lot of German and Austrian really deep friendship, and I'm already second generation, and I really hope that, and I know that you just need to create the condition that people can meet each other. And that's all. Absolutely. And that's what will happen in Israel and Palestine, if there will be more normal condition to meet. And that's all, because anyhow we share so much, Hebrew and Arabic are so close, it's like Italian and Spanish. So people understand each other even without understanding each other. So it's really, and the food and the culture, a lot of things are, so it's really just tragic,
And what I think is, we all believe in like Islam, Judaism, and Christianity. They all believe in one God. We only call them otherwise, differently.
Yeah, no, this is totally kind of a joke of history. What the religious that believe in the same God. I was now knitting in Tbilisi. There is a bishop, Tbilisi in Georgia.
Ah, in Georgia, okay.
Tbilisi.
I don't know. I've never been there.
There is a bishop that creates a church, a mosque, a synagogue in one place.
Oh, that's amazing.
And also a small place for Buddhists too. And he created under one roof. And this is his mission. And this is, it was amazing, beautiful. And I was very happy to meet there. Because it was like, it was kind of a sweet ceremony for the barbed wire. And so it's, I think we need to overcome, but it seems like all humanity need to understand something, and if you're not.
Well, so what's your next step?
I'm going from here to Bratislava, then Budapest, then I'm slowly going to Romania to where my parents were, to Iași in the end, to see the area where my parents were born and all.
They were born there, you said, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And I'm trying to do like I did all Europe. I really hope to grow, because now I met a woman that was working a lot in concentration camp in Germany, and now she did a lot of work in Cambodia, because they have also concentration camp because of the Khmer Rouge and what happened there. So she was 6 years there. So I maybe will go to Cambodia and to Vietnam, to these areas of war. I wish to go to Ukraine, but every time I have a plan, I see again the news that it's not really possible. And I really want to go to the border of Mexico and the United States, and to South Africa, and to Ireland, and to Cyprus. And I think I will, and then I think I will, this project will be, but maybe, I don't know. It's like, till I become to be wise, I will continue. I'm still,
I wish you all the best for that, and I hope you meet a lot of wonderful people on the way.
I must say that
inspire them.
I must say that for me, in the start of the war in Gaza, I was like 2 months in shock and depression. And by going with this on the street, it's made me very optimistic, because I met a lot of people that warmed my heart, and so it was. So this is in the way we need to create possibilities of heart connection.
Yeah, meeting each other.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. And thank you.